Hi guys, welcome back to Melissa Loves Orchids. This is a really short video. It's a haul video, so I think you're gonna like this. Mother's Day is tomorrow and I had to go get some orchids. So we're in a different view of the patio. I have some orchids over here, some on the table. This summer I do plan on doing a little bit of reorganizing and just having everything go to the best spot so that I still have space in the patio, because I simply don't have any space. And you can see the pool's right here, and I have this on like an outdoor table, but there's a space over there that needs some orchids, and there's a space over here that you can't even walk through because there are too many orchids. So today's haul video is gonna be what I went to go buy for my sister-in-law. I was hoping to find something for my mom, but I know that she's not gonna keep an orchid. You know what she usually does is, if it's in bloom, she keeps it in her house displayed, and then when it's out of bloom, she hands it right back. So I kind of feel like if I get her an orchid, I'm getting myself something. So I said, let me just get her something else, and I got her a dress, and she's gonna love it. But for my sister-in-law, I always like to go get her Vandas. Why? Because she likes to put Vandas in her landscaping. And actually, at the moment, I am working with her so we can get her Vandas blooming and looking good. Unfortunately, recently she had a thrips problem. So I went over there and I sprayed, and I got this magical thing from Carlos from Office that I've heard that it works great, and it's also natural. So if you have pets or small children that are always playing around there, you don't have to be concerned that you're spraying harsh chemicals. So it's called Natural Light, and before I endorse it, I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna really, you know, like the rapid root stuff, I used it and it worked. And I wasn't gonna tell you if it didn't work. I was gonna tell you that it didn't work, but it did work. But if this works, and I was gonna go grab it, but I'll go grab it later and show you, or maybe put a picture. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to do that. So I'm taking care of orchids, but when it comes to holidays, birthdays, and things like that, and tomorrow Mother's Day, I feel like that's my best gift to her, another orchid that she can add to her garden. She doesn't keep them like I do in a pergola or around the patio. Most of the orchids she incorporates into the landscaping. So hence why I chose what I chose. Oh no, now they're tied together. Okay, there we go. So this one, so I went to Bangjong. Because if you want to get a good bang for your buck, Bangjong, you go to Bangjong, because they have a sale section, and I can get two. And I can get one that is full of keikis. Look at this one. This one's pink. It's called Fantastic Fanfare. So it's a pretty big plant. It has 1, 2, and 3 keikis. It has some roots. So yeah, I'm gonna give this to her, and we are going to, I don't bother with getting her ones that are in a pot, okay? Like I'll show you in a second, the one I got for me. But I don't bother, because we gotta take this off anyway, and she's gonna attach it to a tree. So that's orchid number 1, and that's not for me, it's for my sister-in-law. It's pink, really big dinner plate flowers. So if I can, I'll insert a picture. And number 2, oh my goodness, the chimes. Number 2 is in bloom. Oh no, the tag fell off. Suxamarin, I think it was Suxamarin Sunlight. So that's, look at that beautiful flower. It has buds left to go. Kind of like a smaller one, but this, she has a couple of Vanda towers, and she also has 2 big, some kind of palm rubellini. No, the really big trunked one. So I think they're gonna look great. And this one has like the marking on the leaves. There's some Vandas that have like the darkish marking on the leaves, and what I've been told is they can take a little bit more sun. So that's Vanda number 2. And then I have one for me. because how can I go and get Vandas and not get me one for me? And it was on sale anyways. So this is mine. And yes, I do prefer in the pot, because worst case scenario, if she ever looks like she's coming out of the pot, then I have a pot. And normally these pots are like $7 or $8. So her name is Watipanara Manunya. So let's see if I can show you. Watipanara Manunya. This one also is spotted. This one is scented, heavily fragranced. Reminds me of, it's probably like cousins with a Pereira Bangkok, because they have the same smaller. They're smaller, they're more compact, and they have the spots and the fragrance. So this one was for me, and it was on sale. It was only $20. So beautiful Vanda, fragrance on sale, and pot to $20. That's a great deal. So then after that, actually before that, because I went before to Soroa, and Soroa was going crazy on Instagram with a commercial that was driving me crazy. They had, and I wish I would have filmed there, but I didn't have time. They had a big specimen orchids from their private collection for sale. And I kid you not, there was one that was like this big. It was so big. It was huge. It was huge. They had Oncidiums. They had cats, of course. I mean, so many, but a big. And I'm telling you, price tag of like $1,000. So if somebody really wanted to make their mom happy, wow, I cannot even imagine how. It was a Schembergia, the biggest one that I saw. I think it was $1,250. I don't know how anybody could get that. It had like 20 something spikes. I don't know. And I'm gonna go run and get you my Schembergia so you can see the bloom, because every time we do a video, I have to show you something. I can't just, I have to show you a bloom. So at Soroa, they always have these beautiful cattleyas that are very established. So I enjoy getting a cat that's easy. So this one is what I call it, easy. It is on one of these mounts, completely established. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything but water this baby every day. Look at how big this is. Look how many pseudobulbs. Look at one new growth, two new growth. This new growth is in sheath already. So the flower is beautiful. It's a yellow with it's a fuchsia with yellow in the labellum and I think a little bit of white. I took a picture, so I will insert the picture. And this is her tag. Patnera Hyacinth Pink Doll. So I loved it. And it was on sale for $37. So could you imagine, for $37, you get this ready to all I gotta do is take her to the pergola, say welcome. I might spray her down, but she looks perfect. They don't even have any, she's all cleaned up. I don't even have anything to pick at with the sheaths. So, oh look, another new growth over here. Can you see it? So 2 new growths, and this one is already in sheath. So it was a no-brainer. I had to get her, and this is Happy Mother's Day to me. One of my first videos is a trip to Soroa, and they had a bare root sale for Mother's Day, and I ended up getting 5 bare root, and they're still there. They're all alive and kicking. So one of them was the Amazing Thailands. I think I have like 3 Amazing Thailands already. All right, so this one is the last one. This is it. This one, every time I see Plowan pits, I think to myself, I've always wanted one like that. Because every time I see it, whoever has it, I think it's gorgeous. So this is a cross, Plowan Pit Golden Delight with Xingfang Anger. And the Plowan Pit is yellow, the Xingfang is red. So I asked Jose Esposito, he's the owner, about, do you have any idea? Because they didn't have a picture to show me the color of the flower. And I'm kind of interested in finding out. It was right next to the Star of Siam, or the Sea of Siam. Star of Sam, that is bright orange with a yellow in the middle. So I was very, very curious. And he said that yellow and red, and sometimes they come out orange and sometimes they come out more peachy. And I'm like, you know what? That sounds beautiful. Let me have it. Plus, it was on sale. $37. So both of my big cats that, I mean, I'm sorry, I consider this big. Look at this. You see this? This is big. And the thing is that Ophies is having a sale next week. So I had to save for that. That's why I only got 3. And the 2 that are not for me don't count because they're not for me. It's a gift. So anyways, look at the health on this one. If you look where I'm looking, you see new roots. There's her tag. New growths. 1, 2. This one's fairly new. And they are staked. Look how they're staked like this, just like Reina does it from J&J. Because I think she used to work there. So if you know, you know. If you know, you know. So guys, I really can't wait to repot this in one of my holy pots. But I'm going to give it a week because I'm going to wait. So I can go to RF after Ophies, because RF is literally a block away from Ophies. And if you go to Ophies, you can't just not go to RF. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. Make time for things you love. Next week we have Ophies. And then I think that's it for a while. I am going to... So I gotta water, I gotta fertilize, I gotta fungicide. Guys, if you're in South Florida or anywhere like we have our weather that now rainy season is gonna start, we're gonna have to start to think about fungus and fungicide. So Thiomel is what I use. It's 2 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons in a gallon of water, and spray away. That's what I use. Yes, I do the hard stuff. More frequently, I do the softer things like Physan. And for the insects, now I'm going to start with a natural light. So anyways, thank you for joining me. By the way, I was able to figure out and get the membership going. So at first I said, oh my gosh, this is kind of complicated because you have to pick tiers and you have to pick levels. And I'm like, can we just have a basic level? Can we keep it simple here? But they made me pick 2. So the basic level is $1.99. And I'm thinking with that, we're going to have lives and we're going to have shopping lives. How fun is that? And we're going to have, just fun stuff where we can interact with each other, because it's one thing me talking into a camera and reading the comments later, but if you were live and we got to have conversations, I love it. I love it. I think it's going to be so much fun. And I don't know why I've been shy for the lives. I have been shy for the lives, but now I have no choice because I put it in as one of the perks. So we're going to be doing lives. We're going to be going to Homestead and shop around and go to Ophies and all that stuff. Members get, I was going to say first come, first serve. They get early release. No, that's in school. Hold on. What do they call it? When you get to see the videos earlier than everybody else. So far I got 3 members. I'm so happy. So 2 of them are my friends. And the other one I consider my friend because I think I met him at Curlsmith. So we have Odalis was number 1. So thank you so much, my friend. And Joanna, thank you so much. And we got Julio. So I got 3 members. I'm so excited. It's $1.99, so it doesn't break the bank, and we get to do fun stuff together and interact. So thank you in advance if you're thinking of doing it. I appreciate it a ton because it does help me support this channel. Otherwise, it's just me going broke, buying orchids, and talking to a camera. But this is going to be like a level up. So thank you in advance if you're thinking about it. Hopefully you can do that. $1.99 a month. It's like a subscription, but you can cancel whenever you want. Like whenever I start getting boring, just so, and let me know so I can change it up. Anyways, that's it for me today. I hope you like. Tell me what you think of my little haul here. It's my Mother's Day haul. Not really. It's like my appetizer for Mother's Day haul because I am going to go to Ophies, and that's where I'm going to get my own Mother's Day orchids for myself. So I hope you have a great Mother's Day, those mothers that are out there, and hopefully you can make time for things you love. Bye. Hi guys, it's Melissa. Welcome back to Melissa Loves Orchids. It is May 13th. on Tuesday. So Tuesdays are normally not filming days because I have a lot to do. I teach an exercise class actually. But yesterday I made enough dinner for today and yesterday, so I'm good with the dinner part. So I figured let me go out there and just show them what I got, because Mother's Day just happened this Sunday. And on Mother's Day, my sister-in-law had a good idea of going out to Fairchild Tropical Gardens. Now, Fairchild Tropical Gardens on Mother's Day has like a plant sale, and they only have like 4 vendors of orchids, but you know, 4 vendors is better than no vendors. So we just decided, let's go check it out. And you know, they had like mimosas, and they had prosecco, and they had like food carts or food trucks, and so the whole family went, and it was a really fun time. Only problem was that when I got there, I realized that my membership, or my annual membership, what do you call it? My subscription, my whatever it was, the tickets to go inside the park that I usually have were expired. So I said, oh my gosh, gotta renew. So if you're a teacher, oh, there's a lizard. Every time I talk, it's crazy. I know with Nelson, it's the dog next door. How weird is that I have a lizard that wants to interrupt my videos? How strange. But anyways, this is supposed to be a really quick one, and I probably will attach it to something else. So I went to Fairchild, and I had to renew my subscription. And my subscription, as a teacher, I get 50% off of the annual pass to go into Fairchild. So totally worth it. I think it cost me, for a family ticket for the whole year, was $75. So if you live in Miami and you thought, what's a good annual pass to have if you're an orchid lover, they have a lot of events. So go ahead and consider that. So here we go. They had a plant show, a couple of orchid vendors, but that's all I need. I actually found something that I didn't have, and I had already spotted it. So this is Vandanopsis pulcherimine. Oh my gosh, I am butchering today. So take a look. This looked like popcorn up in the air. I really liked it. I don't know if it has a scent. Let me see. No, I don't smell anything, but isn't this adorable? And the seller is Bamboo. She was at the South Beach, and I found her again, and I was like, you know what? I wanted this. I had my eye on it, and I should have gotten it. So there is, I think she was $35. There is my Vandanopsis pulcherim. So yeah, she said treat it just like a Vanda. So right now she's in a basket, bare root, nothing else in the basket. Kind of like just how I like it. I put a hook on her, and there she is hanging with all my Vandas. Now, another thing that I ended up getting that is not orchid related is this Japanese, or is it Japanese lantern? I think it's a Japanese lantern. So I had seen this at the South Beach show, and my friend Odalis has it. Look at how pretty. Look at how pretty. So I see some of the leaves don't look awesome, but I'm gonna give it a try. I was told they like a lot of water. The vendor actually told me to water 3 times a week. So the only thing I don't like is that ugly black pot. So I think I'm gonna have to upgrade her pot. Maybe clay, I'm not sure. But that is my little purchase number 2, and she was actually $35. And she's like 3 feet high, so not a bad size. And then also at Bamboo, I ran into this novelty. This is Fal Chang Jihi lady, something like that. So I immediately want to get her a nice pot, something like this at RF, but that's no problem because this weekend is Ophi's. But I saw her little rounded leaves, and do you see what I see? She's in spike. I am going to insert a picture so you can see why I fell in love with her. She's only $25, and The flowers are like very, very red, very, very red. And I don't have any of the novelty phals with very, very red flowers. So, I mean, I can't let that happen. Look how pretty. Anyway, we're not doing bloom show. We're not doing bloom show. I'm going to show you the last and final. So I think you had seen that before. Yeah, that's from Soroa. So this normally, yeah, typical big cat. So I found this big cat. Yes, it's in a clay pot. And she came from Blooming Paradise. So we're going to see how she does. But, and here's the thing. I normally lately do not pick them up without a tag. And she didn't have a tag. But I guess we can blame the refreshments at the park and, you know, the fact that there wasn't a lot of vendors. So I went for it anyway because I saw she doesn't have a tag, but there is a very, very full bud. You see that? She's just days away. And then she had another growth here. She had another growth here. Pretty big plant for $45. So I'm really, really hoping that she does well. I'm gonna leave her here under the patio so that she can bloom without getting the crazy rains that are coming to Miami, that are starting. But very excited to see what she looks like. She's gonna be a surprise, and I will let you guys know when she blooms. Another thing is that I contacted Anna, the vendor, and she had said to me, oh, I'll send you a picture of, you know, the vendor list and whatever, what she chose, because she gets from, I think, Taiwan, or I don't know exactly who she orders from, but a lot of our local vendors do that. They kind of order in big quantities and then they resell. And so that's what she had, a vendor list. And the one that she showed, I mean, she told me it was going to be like a lime green with a berry fuchsia labellum. So that sounded really awesome to me. I heard that and I was like, wow. So if I look inside, you can kind of see that it is kind of lime green. So I think that's what I'm getting. If not, she said yellow. I'm not crazy about the yellow, but whatever. It was in bud. It was huge. It was $45. It was a fun day at the park. It was Mother's Day, so I went for it. And so that's it. I will show you when she blooms. And I hope you guys make time for things you love. Bye.